What's going on, guys? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. If you're a returning subscriber, as always, guys, welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. You never know how I'm gonna come when I get on the microphone, and you don't know what kind of mood I'm in. I'm in a good mood. But anyway, check it out. I did a story this morning, breaking news on a breaking news story that about this young man right here. I'll put him on this side. This is Bryson Muir, 14 years old, son of Daniel Muir, an ex-NFL player for the Indianapolis Colts, Green Bay Packers, what have you. This guy's a defensive lineman. Supposedly beat his son up. And I got pictures that I'll show you in a second. We all seen the pictures. They're all over the internet where he blacked his eye, busted his lip, all this other stuff. This morning, the police raided the compound that he lives on, a religious compound that they say, some stories say he's the leader, some say he just runs it. Who knows? But a lot of different law organizations rushed in there. The police, regular police, state police, so on and so forth. This morning, they took them into custody. They went before the judge today. What's surprising about it is both Daniel Muir, the father, and Christian Muir, the mother and wife of Daniel Muir, both got no bond. And Bryson Muir was taken into CPS custody temporarily. Now, people are saying this thing is a cult. They're saying all this other stuff. I don't know. More details will come out. I mean, you're hearing stuff, but I mean, I don't know. But I want you to take a look at this update. And I want to talk about a couple of things I didn't mention in the first video that I did this morning. And, you know, we'll come back and talk about it. Take a look.
Thank you. Want to get to breaking news now, an update on the arrest of two parents after their son became the subject of a silver alert.
14-year-old Bryson Muir was found safe this morning on a Logansport property, and his parents, former Colts player Daniel Muir and his wife Kristen, were taken into custody. They appeared in court today, where our Rich and I was inside the courtroom.
And Rich, we know the judge denied bond for these parents. Why is that?
Well, Cass County Circuit Court Judge Steve Kitts said he was denying bail because Kristen and Daniel Muir are a flight risk, and for what he called failure to comply with anything ever for the past 2 weeks. So the couple will stay in the Cass County jail at least until July 16th. The couple was also ordered to have no contact with their 14-year-old son, Bryson. Kristen's attorney asked the judge to reconsider bond because she is nursing an 8-month-old child, but the judge did not change his ruling of no bond. This morning about 6 a.m., the Indiana State Police SWAT team executed a search warrant on the Logansport property where the Muirs live. Bryson was found safe and well. Daniel and Kristen were arrested without incident. That ended 18 days of attempting to locate Bryson while his parents were not cooperating with investigators. Bryson's grandmother reported alleged abuse at the hands of his father.
What I would do is urge the community and media to not draw any premature conclusions. The Muir family, they've been improperly targeted, and they're not guilty of any abuse or illegal activity. They're entitled to their day in court and due process. Thank you.
The property in Logansport is owned by a religious group. Daniel Muir is the pastor and the leader of that group. Tonight, Bryson Muir is in the custody of the Department of Child Services while his parents are in jail. Daniel is charged with domestic battery, while Daniel and his wife Kristen are both charged with obstruction of justice.
All right, Rich, thank you so much.
Guys, that's the news so far of what's being said and done since they're in court. Now they're sitting in there. Supposedly July 16th, they'll go back in front of the judge. And they're not giving bond right now, and eventually they'll get bond. The wife, Christian, I keep wanting to say Kirsten, Christian Muir will get out before him. You see what they said? She's nursing an 8-month-old baby, you know, so they might just let her out, you know, sooner rather than later. Now, I want to talk to you for a second about a couple of things. First thing is this. I mentioned in that video I did this morning when this whole thing first broke out, right? Regardless of what was done and who done it and why it was done, they didn't cooperate, and that's what led to them not getting no bond. That's one of those, you want to be a smart ass? You ain't in control when you get it in front of this courtroom. I am. And I have no complaint against that. They showed law enforcement, they gave law enforcement their ass to kiss when they were trying to help locate the child. Come to find out, he was there most of the time. So it seemed like, how like abusers do, they beat you up and stuff and then keep you hidden where other people can't see you, and then you emerge when the scars are gone. Seemed like that to me. I'm sure they had Bryson in the house where he couldn't come outside because he didn't want other people to see that in that congregation or whatever it is. But that's my one thing. All you had to do was cooperate. You're already in trouble. You're a grown ass man, damn, just cooperate. You could have kept your wife out of it. Yeah, it was me. He made me mad because supposedly he beat the kid because he beat the kid up like that over something he did. I don't know what warrants an ass whipping like a grown man for a 14-year-old kid. That's just my opinion. Another thing is this. I had children challenge me and everything. I never punched them in the face or bodied them like, because I'm going to tell you something. When you discipline a kid, right, no matter how mad you make, I learned this at an older age. You can beat a kid so bad that anything you do or say after that will change the way they feel and change their response of how you deliver it, whether it's kind or evil, the way you talk to them. It changes them. That's still a human being. He might be your son, but when you beat him up like you don't know him or you hate him, a lot of times it has a negative effect on them and how they relate to you later on in life. That's real. My other thing is this. You beat on this boy and left scars that other people could see. Now, I don't know if anybody else seen young Bryson like that, but that would change your mind if somebody's talking about how they're a righteous person, but they do that to their fucking kid. That makes you think, did this happen before? And I'm still perplexed over what he did that made you a grown man. This guy's a defensive lineman. Beat the hell out of this dude. You see how big he was? Beat the hell out of that little boy. I can't fathom it. I mean, I'm 5'10", 190. I would never punch a kid because I know the damage it would do to him, both physically and mentally. Anyway, I just wanted to talk it on that, but like this whole thing could have been avoided. You was already in trouble. He was missing. You know what I'm saying? I don't know who reported him missing. I think they did, but still wouldn't cooperate. I can't remember who reported him missing, but think about that. These people are trying to help you find your son. And you giving him your ass kiss. Now you're sitting in jail like, hey, can I have the right to do this? And they're like, nah, fuck you. You spent a lot of time and energy and money in trying to help you, and you gave us your ass a kiss. And I think by them doing that, that's what raised the eyebrows of the people in law enforcement to help them. Another thing is this. Defense attorneys sound like stupid asses. Did you hear the lawyer? Oh, they didn't do anything wrong. They didn't commit any crimes and all this stuff. Okay, well, who fucked him up? The invisible man? Who beat that little boy up? I wish, like, when they be talking, thinking, like I start my thing when I'll be at these court cases and they be these defense attorneys and stuff be up there talking. I'm going to ask some crazy questions. I'm like, well, who beat the little boy up? Who was that beat him up then? The invisible man? Who beat this child? We have to know. It ain't going to impede the case. So what? Somebody else? You going to blame it on somebody else? Sounds stupid. Anyway, I'm Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. It's nothing wrong with wanting to teach your son to have a better life and be a better man than you are. But I mean, that's not the way to do it. Damn. Hurt people hurt people. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.